It's a lovely sunny morning. I'm off at Cwmrheidol today. Cwmrheidol is a Rheidol Valley, so. It's already hot study here. It's about 10 AM, the last bank holiday weekend in May. This is the Rheidol Valley now. In daylight this time. The last time I was up here it was about 1 in the morning. Well, 1:25 I went past the riding school. I can now see the horses in the field which I heard the other day. It's looking back towards Aber, over to the A44 and up into the valley. Town wasn't too busy. I suppose 10 AM still fairly early for a bank holiday. So we'll head up here, and there's a short stretch on the A44, a couple of yards, and then up the valley road and the off-road climb all the way to Cwmrheidol. This is now the Rheidol Valley, which we're in. Nearly didn't get here. 3 things that happened. One was a car overtaking a runner on a road a bit narrower than this. Come round the corner, saw me, and then cut the runner up, pulling back in. And then the other thing was I was signalling to turn right through Cuckoo and motorcycle overtaking all the cars behind, but missed me. And then the third thing is I've been stung behind me left ear, so that's not hurting too much though. There's all sorts of bank holiday. Bank holiday shenanigans going on. There's a gorgeous scenery. Very nice. It's good to be out working on the tan. Lots of red kites around, and you're heading right up into the valley now. Cwmrheidol butterfly house. There's the hydroelectric scheme. Really getting up into the steeply sided bit of the valley now. Gorgeous day. Almost at the top of the valley now, where I'll climb sharply out the other side. I think that cut in there is the railway, but I'm not sure. You can see it continues through the trees. Up there. And round the bend. The tarmac's just ended. So the climb out of Cwmrheidol will begin. There's a sign. There's the river down there. There's a flock of coal tits in the tree. Up we go. This is going to be a pusher, this is. This is a climb up to Cwmrheidol. And there was a 4x4 coming down at the bottom, so I don't know if he made it all the way down here. It looks like it. Wouldn't be too difficult, but it's a bit of a surprise. I stopped walking a long time ago. Well, I mean riding. I've stopped walking as well. It's quite tough. The KOM was set by a guy who walked it, I think. I can't remember because he did tell me, but I've got altitude fog. We've now come to the summit of the hill between the A44 and Cwmrheidol. Steep drop down to the A44 now. Stone chats and cuckoos are singing. Heard the cuckoo over the village of Cwmrheidol. There's the A44. Lots of cars going to Aber. I'll be heading the other way for a stretch towards Cwmrheidol, that's the village there. And then that's the road over to Cwmrheidol. With the Pendam Mountain Road being slightly obscured here on this side. Traffic. Anyway, heading on down the hill, and we'll be doing the climb up by Cwmrheidol into the forest. All the hairpins. I've only ever come down it, so we'll see what it's like to go up. This is the village of Cwmrheidol, A44 just down there. It's quite busy, so I'm going to try this bridle way, which is a shortcut instead of taking the B road further on up there and down to different Castel. I'm going along here and meet up with the B road. And that should reduce time on the road, although the road will be much faster. There's a fair amount of traffic on it. Just left the A44 on the track that takes you to just below the Cwmrheidol junction, so where I'll start the climb up into the forest. It's where the Cwmrheidol pulling is, but I can avoid a lot of the road on this. I had to do about 100 yards, and I held up a postman, so he's probably not very happy having to work the bank holiday, but that road's busy. Must be a few hundred cars going to Aber. I've managed to avoid, I think, all of the A44 from Aber except for, it probably adds up to about 100 yards. No, a bit more than that, actually. If I remember the bit between Cwmrheidol and Cwmrheidol, it's probably more like half a mile actually, but half a mile instead of the 15 it would have been is very good. I've not ridden this track before. You can see you just see the bend. So this is the A44, which I'm avoiding by going on this track. Just seen the post van go around the bend. Someone coming down on my track to meet me. But those trees, just beyond those trees there, is the Taraneg pulling. Oh, I think that is the post van that's pulled in to come down to deliver the post. Unless it's a farmer with a red truck. Anyway, there's the Taraneg pulling just beyond there, and then that's the start of the forest track which I'll be riding. Almost at the bit where I joined the forest track. Not far from the forest at all. Bless me. There's the Taraneg pulling. Track there's where I've come from, and that's where I'm going. Hairpin climb up to Bank Nantrees, and then onto the arch, I think, if I can remember the route. I've come down here, and that time we went up to Taraneg on the A44 straight to Aber instead of doing the loopy route that I've done. So uphill.